Hello! Welcome to Magic the Gathering Arena. Now I have a long and storied history of playing Magic the Gathering back in college with my friends Jimmy and Ryan. But I have not played the game since about 2012, 2013-ish, outside of a few Commander games here and there. So this will be new. I have installed the game. I played a draft. And that is all I've done. And the draft I played was the M19 set. I had never seen any of the cards before. I went 5 wins. So yeah, we're gonna hop on in and see if we can't do another draft now that I've familiarized myself with the cards a little bit. And talk about this game and its future, competing with the Eternal and Hearthstone, 2 other trading card games, or I guess collectible card games that I've played. I don't think you can even classify Magic the Gathering Arena as a trading card game because you can't trade cards, which immediately very disappointing. One of the best parts of playing Magic is collecting your sets and trading your sets for value, at least in my opinion. But we're going to hop into a quick draft, and we'll be drafting 3 packs of M19. And very similar to Eternal's draft system, you open up a pack of like 15 cards, pass them around the table, build a 40-card deck as you go, add lands to it, and so very, very similar, something you're very familiar with. Let's jump on in. All right, we got a Psy Master Thopterist, 3-mana 1/4. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token flying and tap 2, sacrifice 2 artifacts, draw a card. That seems really good if we want to go heavy artifacts, just pumping out Thopters. 3-mana 1/4 is not a bad blocker on the ground either. Militia Bugler, 3-mana 2/3 Vigilance. Militia Bugler enters the battlefield. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with power 2 or less from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. That seems really good in a rush, tiny little soldiers deck. Again, I have no idea really how much support there is for artifacts or like white human tokens. When Militia Bugler enters the battle. Oh, I thought it was when Militia Bugler and another creature. Nope. Okay, so he's just a 3-mana 2/3 that sometimes gets you something smaller. He still seems pretty good. But I have no idea how much support there is for these stuff. I imagine there's a lot of it if they're putting the cards in, but we'll see. Thud. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Thud deals damage equal to the sacrifice creature's power to any target. That doesn't seem very nice. Psychic Symbiont. 6-mana 3/3 flying. When Psychic Symbiont enters the battlefield, target opponent discards a card and you draw a card. That seems really good, but I'm very hesitant to go 2 colors first pick. Angel of the Dawn, 5-mana 3/3 flying. Enters the battlefield, creature you control with +1/+1 and vigilance till the end of the turn. That's another really good card. Oof. Anticipate. I know this one. You look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom, and it's an instant. Very, very good. 2 mana, give until end of turn to creature gets +2/+0 and gains. When this creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped. Ooh, I like that too. Well, this is a really nice pack. We got a Child of Knights, which is a card I know of, and Smelt, classic Smelt. Goblin Instigator, classic Goblin Instigator. Strike. Fire Elemental. Talons of the Wild. When enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and its trample, return to the battlefield. So it's like a bad Rancor. Thornhide Wolves, 5-mana 4/5. Okay, so something I noticed looking at this pack. There's no artifacts in here, so I'm not sure if artifacts are really a thing. I would hope they would be. But that's a rare, so maybe I'll just take it because I don't have a collection yet. I think Psychic Symbiont is the best card here, but who knows if I'll be blue-black, or Dimir, as they call it in Magic. Angel of the Dawn also seems fantastic. Flyers in draft are typically very good. It's called Evasion. It's the 3rd part of bread, just like an Eternal. Pardon me, I got a nice tall glass of chalky milk. I think I'm going to take Psy Master Thopterist, and we'll see if we can't lean towards artifacts. And it's whenever I cast an artifact spell, so that includes creatures. Creatures are spells in Magic. Basically any card you play besides a land is a spell. So I wonder if there's any artifact instants or artifact sorceries or things like that in this set. That would be weird. But we'll grab that. That could be fun. See how that goes. Aegis of the Heavens, 2 mana instant. Target creature gets +1/+7 until end of turn. I don't like combat tricks that buff your health and to save your creature. They typically very weak. Lightning Strike, though, that's a classic. 2 mana, deal 3 damage to any target. Yep, that's a good one. 4 mana, destroy target land. No, not in Arena. Or Draft. Cavalry Drillmaster, 2 mana, 2/1. When it enters the battlefield, target creature gets +2/+0 against first strike until end of turn. That's for that White Weenies deck that the Militia Bugler goes in, so that's something to think about. Mighty Leap, I know that one. That's a classic. 2/2 and gains flying. That's a good combat trick. There's another Anticipate. Frilled Sea Serpent, 6 mana, 4/6. And he gets unblockable for 7. That seems really expensive. Classic Mind Rot. Target player discards 2 cards for 3. Not good in Arena, but it's been in our draft, but it's been in the game forever. 5 mana, 4/4. When you gain life, each opponent loses a life. That seems okay. Active Treason, classic. Gain control of a creature. Give it haste. Attack with it. Nice. Fire deals 4 damage to target creature for 4 versus 3 for 2. See, the Lightning Strike is just so much better. Okay, here's an artifact. Gearsmith Guardian, 5 mana, 3/5 that gets +2/+0 as long as you control a blue creature. And Forsaken Sanctuary, just a white-black tap land. So I don't think this is very good. 5 mana, sometimes a 5/5 that creates a Thopter. I think Lightning Strike is so much better. Yeah, 2 mana, deal 3 to something. Yeah, I like that. I'll take that. 7 mana, 7/7 Trample can block 2 creatures. No, I don't like that very much. 4 mana, 3/3 Menace. Menace can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. When it attacks, I can sacrifice another creature to give it +2/+2. That seems bad. Mighty Leap again. Snapping Drake. That's a classic. 4 mana, 3/2 flyer. Pretty good in draft. Salvager of Secrets. 5 mana, 2/2. When he enters the battlefield, turn an instant or sorcery from my graveyard to my hand. I like that too. That seems pretty good. Bring my Lightning Strikes back. Reuse them. Cool. Vampire Neonate. 1 mana, 0/3. 2 and tap. Each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That's the sort of effect that is very good in drafts because it blocks the board really well as a 0/3 and then it just keeps on ticking away whenever you have an opportunity to tick away, and it just puts a clock on your opponent immediately. It's a long clock, but it's a clock. Pyromancer, 2 mana, 2/1. When it enters the battlefield, deals 2 damage to target player or planeswalker, so just a little 2 mana, 2/1 that burns for 2, which I could see being okay if we were in like a really heavy burn deck. Got a Wall of Vines, 1 mana, 0/3 Defender Reach. Reach lets it block creatures with flying. There's that bad Rancor again. Titanic Growth is another classic. Just 2 mana, give something +4/+4. I got a Field Creeper. 2 mana, 2/1 artifact for the Sai. Got a Stone Quarry here, just a red-white tap land. And then a Marauder's Axe. 2 mana, equip creature gets +2/+0. Another artifact for Sai, but that was a bad one. Out of all these cards, I think Field Creeper is a consideration to combo with Sai, though we still don't know if we're going to be playing him. Snapping Drake is just a solid card, a 4 mana, 3/2 flyer that just gets in for damage. I like Salvager of Secrets. Double blue is hard, and it's a 5 mana, 2/2 if we don't have any instants or sorceries in the graveyard, but if we're in blue or red maybe, then we probably have quite a few. So 5 mana, 2/2, pay an additional 2 anytime in the future to deal 3 damage to something is nice. This seems good. It also combos really well with that other vampire we saw, so maybe that's the vampire thing in this set is gaining life and then having the opponent lose life when you do. I like this too. 2 mana, 2/1, just think something for 2. This is a tough one, but I think just going by bread, that Snapping Drake is the pick here. Just to get that evasion in there. None of this is removal. None of these are bombs. So just going by bread, I think we'll take the Snapping Drake. Fraying Omnipotence. 5 mana. Each player loses half their life, then discards half the cards in their hand, then sacrifices half the creatures they control round up each time. That's silly. Come on. The sort of effect that you just don't see play. That's the sort of card you play in like a commander deck that's about just being mean to everyone at the table. That's the sort of commander deck you play when you just lose right away because nobody wants you to play any more cards. Yeah, I can see it being fun, but not in draft. 4 mana, draw 3 cards, then discard a card. I like that. I like that a lot. It's like a divination plus. Millstone, classic. 2 mana, tap, target player puts the top 2 cards of the line. Another timer, because in Magic, if you run out of cards in your library and then you go to draw a card, you lose the game. I think in Eternal, if you run out of cards at the end of your turn, you lose the game. And in Hearthstone, if you run out of cards, you take 1 damage consecutively for each card you've run out of. Oreskes, 2 mana, 3/1. The Scholar of Stars is a good card. 4 mana, 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, if you control an artifact, draw a card. We're planning on having artifacts, maybe? So that's a good thing to consider, though I think I'll take Sift over that, just for the card draw. 2 mana, 1/1. When it dies, make a 2/2. 2 mana, target player loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. That seems bad. There's another Epicure of Blood. There's a really cool life gain drain deck, I think, floating around there somewhere. 2 mana, 2/1. When he dies, you gain 2 life. See there's a cool life gain drain deck. Manolith, 3 mana, tap to add a mana of any color. So that's an artifact, I guess. I don't know in draft if that's any good. I think we're going to take Sift. I like drawing cards. Gift of Paradise, 3 mana. Enchant land. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. See, it's at this black-green gain life, drain life deck. Enchanted land has tap, add 2 mana of any color. So it's like a battle ramp in a way. Not the best in Arena, or in draft, I don't think. Enigma Drake. 3 mana, 0/4 flying. It's equal to the number of instant. Ooh, I like that a lot. See, because we've already got Sift and Lightning Strike. A 3 mana, 0/4 flyer. Just kind of chums up the skies and then will eventually become powerful enough to swing. I like that a lot. Got a 2 mana, 1/3 lifelink. I don't like that. Got a 2 mana, enchanted creature gets +2/+2. That's fine. 2 mana, 1/3 scry 2. That's fine. Got another one of these guys, but we don't have any artifacts yet. 2 mana, enchanted creature gets +2/+0, and when he dies, draw a card. That's fine. Naturalize, destroys targeted artifact or enchantment. I really like this. We might be playing Izzet, guys. That's red, blue, and Magic. Cavalry Drillmaster again. Ghost form. Up to 2 target creatures can't block this turn. It's okay. It's not the best in Magic the Gathering, but it's okay. So I don't like the effect creatures your opponents control get -2/-0, but I like that it draws a card with a little cantrip effect, so that's something to consider. Got no more of these guys. Lava Axe, classic. 5 mana, deal 5 damage to a player. Classic. Yeah, we're taking Lava Axe. Come on, we're gonna be Izzet, and we're gonna burn their face holes. 1 mana, 1/2 flyer. Nope. 2 mana, gain 3 life, draw a card. Don't care. 3 mana, 3/2. Don't care. Got that card again. Gross. 4 mana, 2/2. When he attacks, each opponent loses 2 life. That is cool artwork. Wonder what set that was originally in, because it's definitely not originally from here. Maybe like Phyrexia. I bet that's from Phyrexia. I bet that's Phyrexia. 3 mana, 2/2. Sacrifice him to gain red. That's cool. Another lava. I mean, we gotta just take them. We're doubling up on them lava axes, right? Double cast. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, copy that spell. Yeah. Okay, guys, we know what we're doing. There's also a cancel, an active treason. We're doing this. We're doing the red burning to destroy the things. Target +2 first strike. That's a neat little trick. That's a cool trick. A 5 mana 5/4 is bad. Yeah, we'll take the cool trick. I don't like that. I don't like that either. I don't like that, but I think we're going to take it. We're probably not going to play that. Oh, come on. Where's my cards? Guess we're taking Stone Quarry, Vampire Neonate. Are we in red for sure? Are we in blue for sure? Probably in blue, right? I don't know. We're going to take this just in case we find something white that we want to splash in. These are bad, but we're going to take this just in case we go red-black and just destroy their face. Is this the same cards that came around? Am I actually passing around a table? That would be interesting. We're going to put this This is my sideboard. Gets +2/+0 when it dies, draw a card. And Jenny gets +2/+2. Yeah, we're just gonna take that. Just in case we're in red-black. And that. And we might be in red-black. I mean, when it attacks, each opponent loses 2 life. That's a thing. What do you got here? 1 mana, 1/1. Sacrifice it until end of turn. If a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it instead. Non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast. So that's like bringing things from the graveyard, summoning things directly from the hand with other effects, summoning things directly from the deck with other effects, and it doesn't include tokens. That is so fringe. 1 mana, 1/1. Yeah, I don't like that either. 2 mana, 2/2. Boom, becomes target with spell. Sacrifice it. Can't be blocked except by spirits. Oh, I like that. Okay. So they have to target it with a spell anyway to kill it. Any spell, but a spell nonetheless. So it's still 1 for 1-ing them. Nice, okay. Create 2 1/1 white soldier creatures. Until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste. Okay, that's neat. Oh, that is very good. When it attacks, tap target creature defending player controls. I like that a lot. Totally Lost is a good one. Put target permanent on top of its owner's library. I like that a lot. See, I don't like that very much because it just returns them to your hand, and they have to have already died or been discarded somehow first. I like Infectious Horror, thinking of black instead of blue. Strike target creature, you gain 3 life is a good card, but I wish it was an instant. 2 damage target player or planeswalker is fine. I think we're going to take this. Just a 2 mana 2/2 unblockable, and for 4 mana, repeatable. You can just make other creatures basically unblockable. And I haven't seen a whole lot of spirits, I don't think, so yeah, we're going to try that. Hieromancer's Cage. When it enters the battlefield, exile something. So it's like a bad Oblivion Ring. Dragon Egg. 3 mana 0/2 defender. When he dies, I get a 2/2 dragon with fire breathing. That seems that seems okay. There's a cancel here. There's a 3 mana 2/2 flyer that drains for 1, which is very good. There's another Lava Axe. Sorry, little guys, we're taking that 3rd Lava Axe. With another double cast. Is this what we're doing? This isn't very good. 3 mana 2/2. When you cast Inner Sorcery, it gets +1/+1. 4 mana 3/3 haste. That seems the best, but I want to be snaky and take double cast and just throw lava axes. Oh, am I a snake? I'm gonna lose, but I mean, come on, this is fun, right? Surge Mare, 2 mana 0/5, can't be blocked by green creatures. When it deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. Gets +2/-2. I like that. Okay. There's a Totally Lost. There's another Sure Strike. Tormenting Voice. Discard a card to draw 2 cards. I'm going to take this guy just to gum up the ground. Because I'll need to be gumming up the ground quite a bit if I'm going to be double casting my Lava Axes with 7 mana. 1 with the Machine. 4 mana. Draw cards equal to the highest converted mana cost among artifacts you control. I like that card. We don't have any artifacts. There's another Snapping Drake. Attacking creature with +2/+0. Yeah, we're going to take that other Snapping Drake. A Reliquary Tower. I wish that was an artifact. Wow, this is much cheaper in Eternal. Wall of Mist. That's the sort of card we need. 2 mana 0/5 defender. Yeah, come up the ground. 3 mana, whenever you draw a card, each opponent puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard. Not the best for this sort of thing. Give creatures unblockable, whatever. We're going to take this Totally Lost just to gum up the ground, or just to slow them down. So Millstone, another Salvager of Secrets that'll get my Lava Axes back. I like that. Okay, we're back to the cards we passed the first time, I think. 3 mana 4/2 seems fine. A Mist Color seems bad. We'll take the 3 mana 4/2. cancel. Sure, just to slow him down. That's what we're all about. A 1-mana 1/1 that gives things haste. Or a 3-mana 2/3. Do I want to give anything haste? And that with haste would be pretty cool. If I play that. Sure, we'll try it. I don't want to play any of these. So we'll take this one, put it into that side. Don't want to play any of these either, but we'll take that. It's a combat trick. We'll take that, 3, 2, 3. And Ghost Form was a card we were considering, so okay. Someone played this against me in my draft that I went 5 wins in. It was very good. Whenever another creature with power 2 less enters the battlefield, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card. Just so nice. Counter target creature spell and draw a card. I like that. 4-mana 1/3 flying. Target opponent discards a card. That player loses 2 life. Blah. 3-mana 2/2. Add 1 mana of any color. Sacrifice him to create a 5/5. Blah. Counter target creature spell. Oof. I think that's... Oof. And it only costs 1 blue? Oof. How important is drawing a card? Is drawing a card worth blue 1? Would you pay blue 1 to draw a card? Maybe not. Dwindle. When enchanted creature blocks, destroy it. I like that. Okay. See, that's a nice slow you down card. I'm going to take Essence Scatter, I think. Oof, that's a nice slow you down card. But this just outright destroys something too, so I'm just going to take Essence Scatter. I played this in my last draft deck, and it was pretty good. Giving artifacts indestructible and +2/+2. 3-mana tap, draw a card. I like that. I just don't have any artifacts, so I'm probably not playing Sai Master Thopterist, unfortunately. 4 damage target creature isn't really what we want. I'm going to take this Arcane Encyclopedia. I'm just skipping over the cards that aren't in color, for the most part. There's that Dwindle again, I like that. 5-mana 3/3 flying, when enters the battlefield, I may pay 3 if I do deal 3 damage to any target. I think it might be too slow. See, I want our creatures to be cheap, because we're going to win by throwing 3 lava axes at the opponent that have hopefully been double cast. So I might take Dwindle here over the Spark Tongue Dragon. Yeah. Another Dwindle. This guy's nice. Another Spark Tongue Dragon. I'll take the second Spark. I'll take the Spark Tongue Dragon this time. It seemed fine. Another Wall of Mist. I like that, but there's this Aven Wind Mage that I think I like more. Oh, that's tough, but yeah, I like him a lot. He has a lot of spells to throw around. We don't have any artifacts still. Or we got the 1 artifact, so he never does anything. But he's a 1-mana 1/2. Which is a card. I might just rare draft Mistcaller. Yeah, give me the rare. Rogue's Gloves. When a creature deals common damage, the player may draw a card, and that's probably not going to happen too much. I like Omen Speaker. Yeah, let me scry my cards out. Yeah, I'll take the Omen. Another? Oh god. I can't, right? I can't take another. This is gross. Let's take some land. It's bad for us. Just take the artifact creature. Take the other card I'm probably not going to play because it's too expensive. We'll just take the uncommon. We will gladly take a Wall of Mist. Throw that away. And throw that away. Alright, we got 51 cards here. Non-creatures, look at that. That's not what you want to see in a draft. 18 creatures, 16 non-creatures. Wow. Actually, I think it automatically added land to my deck, so I'm going to take that away. And end up using Stone Quarry for that change. Okay. My average cost is 3.18. I'm 50% blue, 30% red. Doesn't quite add up a little. Oh, okay. Got a lot of 2-drops and a lot of 5-drops or 6-drops. What do I have that cost 6? These. It says I have 6 cost non-creatures. Oh, 5. Okay, that's 5. Okay. That would be the lava axes. So on the top end here, we've got this. That's not bad. 3 mana 4/2. Seems fine. I don't like the 3 mana 2/3. That usually doesn't trade, but anyway. How many lands do I want to Magic the Gathering draft? I've already forgotten. Google says 16 to 18 lands for a 40-card deck. But if your deck curves out at 4 or 5, or run as few as 11 to 16 lands. Typical decks, 1 or 2 colors, curve out around 6 or 7, will typically run 12 or 17 lands. Well, I'm curving out around 6. 12 to 17 lands. Probably go for 15. 15 lands makes me have 25 choices. 25, and I'm at 32. We're not playing side. That's sad. Which means we don't need to play field keeper. I don't think we're attacking with our creatures too much. That costs double blue, and it's a 0/5. So it's basically a wall of mist. I don't think it's very good for our deck. I don't want Ghost Form. We're not attacking with our creatures. Goblin Motivator turned out to be bad. Because we're not attacking with our creatures. I like this. I like drawing cards to find those lava axes and double casts. I just don't think we're attacking with creatures, so we don't need those. Hey, that looks pretty good. And we are 56% blue, 36% red. Let's add some power to this deck. They've got this handy add power button, just like in Eternal. So just 9 islands and 8 mountains. And that puts me at 42 cards. No. Better. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's try this. I'll see you guys in game.